They'll teach you from the first of the seen, because like a W has these three oceans. The first is ilmu yaqeen. So we have to be sitting in an association with one of these shaykhs of Ya, that their ulum and their knowledges are not from understanding and not from books. Not somebody read the ulum of another shaykh, but they are the shaykh. So they have this ilmu yaqeen, and as a result of their ilmu yaqeen, the ones whom are being fed from them, because the knowledges are food. When you're hungry you sit at the table, when you're full you walk away from the table, but you are being fed from their knowledges. That's ilmu yaqeen, that we hear it, we're moving with our soul into it, because these ulum they dress the soul. You hear it and at night you don't ask, but your soul will ask, I heard a Divinely knowledge, a knowledge from the Muhammadan kingdom, Ya Rabbi let me to be dressed by it. And as a result of ilmu yaqeen they are moving into the knowledges of certainty. The Shaykh of Ya then has to be training the students the same. This is how you know their kamil and their perfected curriculum, that they have to be training you aynu yaqeen. Now it's like the mystery of tariqah, nobody's teaching aynu yaqeen. Look at me with your eyes all the time, what are you going to see? You're just going to say, this guy has a beard, he's got a job, but don't look any special to me. But that's not the eyes you're supposed to be training with. You have to be sitting with somebody who's training you with aynu yaqeen. Timeless reality. Most of the questions they have is already in here. There's a day coming when the internet's going to shut. I already posted, they said half of Europe shut down on the BBC. They're going to shut it down, they're going to do what they want to do. But if you don't understand these knowledges, this is a time to acquire. Not later when you say, oh yeah Shaykh was right, look the power's off everywhere, there's the gargoyles entering our dimension and they say, now I want to learn tafakkur. You have to do that now. Even now is becoming difficult, dunya is becoming more and more different. But the shaykh of yaqeen and certainty, he has to be teaching ilmu yaqeen. But this ilmu yaqeen doesn't take its true understanding until the shaykh begins to train the students with aynu yaqeen. That don't absorb this knowledge with your exterior faculties. The ears you have, of no value to us. The eye you're looking at me with and trying to compare me as you're not anything special, I see you, is not going to be of any benefit. All the external faculties are of no use. So then he trains you on how to use your internal faculty. Sit and meditate. Make your room dark like your grave, maybe one candle if you're too scared. Right? Meditate, contemplate, listen to salawats. Think of yourself in the presence of Prophet. Think of yourself, I'm going to die in a situation of ignorance, nothing's opening for me, please open and connect my heart, I'm nothing, and meditate, dress me from oceans of light, dress me from all these beatific realities. And they sit and they sit and they sit and they cry and they cry and they cry, and Allah begin to open. And they become Ahlul Basira. They trust more their heart and they know the deception of their eyes. They know these eyes are completely under deception. They want to know what their heart is contemplating, and they train with their heart and they meditate with their heart, and in the heart realm they accompany all their shaykhs. In the physical realm they may be very far away, but in their heart they're right there present with them, present in the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad, presence of Imam Ali Sayyidina Abdul Qadir Jailani, all whom Allah are pleased with, they're all in the same association. You don't have to go far to find them, right? You don't go through heavens looking, Where can I find this one? They're all with Allah. That's what Allah is describing. He's not describing a location on earth. Nabiyeen, Siddiqeen, Shuhada wa Salihin, they're in the same room. And who's with them? Allah. Allah's eminence and power and radiant tajalli is in that association. As soon as they enter with their soul into that association, their realities actually they block out everything else and they focus to Prophet. If that's not what's to be commanded, then they'll be given their heart that focus on your shaykh, and they'll focus everything out and they'll focus onto their shaykh because he's sending now a tajalli upon. If they talk about Sayyidina Ali salam in that same association, they'll blur everything out and go into the presence of Sayyidina Ali salam so that he can mirror that reflection. So they don't have to search, they're all in the same room. And Allah is with them. This is an ocean of power and realities. So then this shaykh of yaqeen has to be teaching them ilmu yaqeen wa aynu yaqeen. As a result, the knowledges that they're acquiring, they're tasting its true fruit because they are opening through their soul. Otherwise if they're just using the faculty of their head, they're saying, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, and trying to absorb it in the head, and that's not the place for this knowledge. There's not a debatable knowledge where you think maybe, maybe not, maybe he meant this. No, but this is a yaqeen and certainty that as soon as they hear these knowledges, they meditate the knowledges, they begin to take feelings and tastes from that knowledge. And they'll begin to understand the reality of that knowledge, they'll taste it and witness that knowledge. Again, depending upon their strength, if their strength is strong, as soon as the shaykh is speaking, they're witnessing that reality. They're being dressed by its reality and it burns onto their soul. As a result, they can speak about that reality. It's already encrypted upon their soul. Their talks and sohbats is like a Google. They're merely reference into their soul, subject, and then it begin to come out because already been burned onto their reality. It's not here. Here you get dementia. When you get old, the one whom applied all his thought to here, Allah says, we take you back to a feeble state because you used your head and you put too much energy on the head. As a result it actually fries the circuits. So all of these big professors, they all have dementia because they were putting all their power here, and Allah described them like a donkey carrying books. They carry 1,000 books and read, memorize every day because they're forgetting every day. So they put so much focus here. Dementia is because they put too much energy on their head. Where we did the reverse, we said, empty your head. So Mawlana Shaykh would say, no head people, no head people. It was actually a compliment because you didn't use your head, you used your heart. So, La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah, La in my head, it's not my head, illallah into my heart. So it means their tafakkur and contemplation is everything through their heart. These knowledges into their heart. As a result of these knowledges and their contemplation and the yaqeen and certainty of their ayn, their vision of the heart, the Ahlul Basira, then the third is opening for them drop by drop, haqq yaqeen. So they have to be in a school of knowledges of certainty, trained by a shaykh of aynul yaqeen, of the vision of certainty. This knowledge and this vision is producing for the student the haqq of certainty. If anyone is missing, not achievable. If they're not being fed ilm yaqeen, then they're going nowhere. And if they're not being trained in aynul yaqeen on how to connect their heart, because it's not for here in the eyes, it's for here. If someone's not training with their heart on how to connect and how to make their connection, they can't achieve the haqq yaqeen. But if they are trained by knowledges of reality and certainty, by a shaykh of certainty, trained in the vision of certainty, and then trained in that vision and knowledge is producing for them haqq yaqeen. So then the student is witnessing, it's a truth. They say, that shaykh is truth, what he said I experienced it, I witnessed it. And they say that to themselves, that's how they know their shaykh, because of what the shaykh is giving to them in their heart and in their soul. And these are haqq yaqeen that is for all of eternity for them. And that's the importance of their role, is to convey. And then what Allah ilmu yaqeen, haqq yaqeen, YaSeen wal Qur'an al Hakeem. So when Allah is giving this Ya and giving the secrets of this seen unto the servant, Allah then testifying, wal Qur'an al Hakeem, means the real knowledges and the power that being dressed upon the servant is the Qur'an.